afternoon to you. Welcome to Nigeria in 14 minutes gone past 3 p.m. Very fine. Tuesday afternoon. It's going to be here actually, in spite of the challenges and the vicissitudes that one has every day. And make no mistake about it, there are hazards just like other profession. I'm in conversation with my employers. Maybe I do need some hazard allowance as well. Really. I mean, it does come with, there are some hazards that come with the territory. But regardless, in spite of the hazards, it's good to be here nonetheless, as we keep the conversation going, ensuring the sports life remains on the really important things, as much as some persons really hate that very much, but they can't stop it actually. It must continue. Talking for development, as some would say. I hope you've had a fine day so far, and things aren't looking up for you. Welcome once again to Hard Facts. From now till about 7 o'clock, we keep the conversation going. Certain matters on the agenda today. You're welcome to be a part of it as well. Speaking of which, said matters, I do have the traditional side comments coming up at the moment, random stories and random sorts of those. I've got a rant coming up as well. I'll take your thoughts on my rant till 4 p.m. Remember, once again, no thoughts or comments on my side comments at this time until much later. Major news at 6 o'clock. Take your thoughts on them after that. In real estate, what's our preparedness levels as the management of state? We'll take a look at that. It's been a soft course severally, especially in the past, but the aftermath of the beyond the fires, it floods as I speak right now. I'm quite certain there are cities that have been flooded and experiencing some disaster or the other, flood related. If we speak, have been displaced, people who have been sacked from their homes, whole communities whose children can go to school, can't afford themselves medical care at this time. And remember, of course, these floods come with their own attendant health issues and several other issues, even security issues are concerned as well. Not to talk about the economic impact on these people in these communities. They lose their family lives and several other things like that. What is our preparedness levels like in River State? What skill sets, what systems or structures do we have in place to combat this besides Choi? Because we definitely have mastered the art of Choi, when disasters happen. But beyond Choi, what else do we have in place or have set up to combat disasters in River State? What's our preparedness levels like? We'll look at that in the 4 o'clock hour. Yes, I believe we'll discuss that in the 4 o'clock hour. And that conversation is off an earlier story from More Foreign News. Society Professional Disaster Risk Managers of Nigeria River State Chapter is calling for an end to illegal oil refining in the state to curb the fire incidents recorded in the state. Chairman of the organization in the state, Abel Jeremiah, spoke to our correspondent on this matter. And let's take a listen to what he had to say on the subject matter. Just a moment while I whip it up. 2, 2, 2, 1. Okay. Yeah, here we go.
Are you suggesting that we suggest to them now to have fire stations close to where they are doing this refining? No, I think we should stop, and the fire will stop. If there is no coal fire, there won't be fire related to coal fire. I won't be seen to be, suggesting that we should build fire services or recommend ways of, we should stop.
Yeah, we should stop. I don't imagine what question he may have been asked to have elicited that response. But anyways, I'll be speaking with him on the show today in the 4 o'clock hour. Abel Jeremiah is Chairman, Society of Professional Disaster Risk Managers of Nigeria, River State Chapter. He will join me for that conversation in the 4 o'clock hour. That takes us till 5 o'clock. At 5, we've got another conversation coming up. Beware, baby thieves on the prowl. Yes, they are. And that conversation also is off some matter from Ofar News from earlier on as well. Such story: families whose newborns have been stolen in River State have been asked to contact the office of the River State Response Team on Violence Against Women and Children. Coordinator of the team, Tom Barry Dumkakoten, who made this known, said it followed the arrest of a suspected child trafficker and recovery of 2 babies in Imo State. He said the suspect confessed to stealing the babies from River State. Let's hear what he had to say on this most disturbing development indeed.
We are calling on residents of the state that had cases of stolen babies between the months of August to September 2021 to contact our office immediately for possible identification and collection of these babies from where they are in Owerri, Imo State. Our request is as a result of the arrest of suspected child traffickers by the Nigeria Police Force, Imo State Command, and the subsequent recovery of 2 infant babies reported to have been stolen from Port Harcourt with the location still unknown. The team is concerned that the infants need be reunited with their biological parents as soon as possible.
Now, Mr. Dimka Kote further explained how a woman pretending to be pregnant, bought the children from a lady in Port Harcourt.
The team has first got wind of the arrest of Ms. Chinri Ohayere, popularly known as Madam Chichi, alleged to have been arrested for pretending to be pregnant and then going ahead to buy a set of twins on the 5th of October 2021. Since then, the team have followed up the matter to the point of the arrest of Ms. Ngozi Eguson, who confessed to have bought these babies from Port Harcourt and then resold them to Ms. Ohayere.
He asked families to visit number 2 Odua Road opposite Police Children's School by First Bank ATM off Lagos Bus Stop, Port Harcourt, or call 0902 576 4565. That's 0902 576 4565. I'll be joined by Mr. Dumka Kote, that's Tom Barry Dumka Kote, is coordinator of the River State Response Team on Violence Against Women and Children to discuss this development. Is amongst other things, should River State residents be overly concerned about the safety of their children? And these and other related matters we'll take a look at in the 5 o'clock hour. Headlines 5:30, emerging is at 6 p.m. Opening season is up after that, during which every matter discussed on the show or mentioned by myself will be up for discussion, including my side comments, till about 7 o'clock when the show comes to an end. Extra time with the Sports Gang is up by then, where all the action from major sporting activities the world over will be up for discussion. It's Tuesday, I believe it's also Champions League night, so plenty of European football discussions coming up, and I believe commentaries and analysis from the games tonight as well, with the Sports Gang to make it a date with them. But for the moment, let's get the conversation going with some side comments, random stories, and random source that caught my attention earlier on today. Well, let's start with this one. Some Niger Delta women protested at the NDDC office in Port Harcourt. The women, dressed mostly in black, are demanding that an NDDC board be constituted. They're also asking for the inclusion of women into the board. And what these women clad in black, mothers and our sisters, I suppose, maybe grandmothers as well, had to say on this matter. Okay, that's about enough. We need justice. Does the NDDC require a board to function optimally? It probably does. It probably does. Should the NDDC get a board constituted? Yes, it should. I suppose it should. However, is the problem with the NDDC, or has the problem with the NDDC over the years, the flagrant abuse of office of power by the NDDC and the board members and other persons in the NDDC, what appears to be I'm trying to find the radio-worthy expression here. The flagrant, allegedly, the flagrant misuse of funds, the allegedly daylight stealing and robbery of funds that allegedly have gone on with the NDDC over the years. Has it been because there has been no substantive or substantial board of the NDDC? The answer is no. The NDDC has had several boards, and reportedly, allegedly, these boards have overseen the oh goodness gracious, I can't be at a loss for words right now. These boards have seen allegedly overseen the uh, the looting. Okay, let's use a simple term here. The looting, the flagrant looting of funds, you know, budgeted for the board to use in improving the quality of lives of persons in the Niger Delta region. And so all of these lootings and other anomalies that have trailed and characterized the NGDC over the years, has it been because the NGDC did not have boards? The answer is no, because allegedly some of these boards, if not all these boards, were responsible or oversaw this flagrant looting. So what exactly are our mothers or grandmothers and sisters or nieces and cousins asking for really? Other persons, I imagine that there are other groups as well. I expect that elders groups and youth groups and concerned stakeholders groups and other kinds of groups, every kind of group you can possibly imagine, not to mention militant groups lurking in the corner, are also going to be holding their own rallies and protesting, demanding that we have a substantive board very soon. But there are more fundamental questions about the NGDC really. So why are we really clamoring for this board? Is it because we want the NGDC to function, or is it because we are not getting water hyacinth contract? We need water hyacinth contract. Is that it really? You know, some of us maybe we're not getting contracts again, and we want contract. Is that why we're clamoring and paying for people to go and shout, we want justice, we want justice? Yes, we should get a substantive NGDC board, but once again, there are more fundamental questions that should be asked regarding, or besides rather, simply demanding a substantive NGDC board. That's it. Other matters that caught my attention. I believe there was some matter on the news earlier on that did quite get my attention as well. And the Federal Fire Service says it has put out more than 40 fires in River State within the last 3 months. Commander of the Federal Fire Service in River State, Adedayo Elusakin, told our correspondent faulty electrical appliances are the most common causes of fire outbreaks. Earlier, Adedayo Elusakin said its officials escaped mob action at the scene of the fire in Nebe Waterside. Let's hear what he had to say about this development 9080. Alright, here we go.
So as they get to the scene, the boys started throwing the stone on them, and why are they just coming? They told them that they just call us, and we immediately told them we didn't waste time. So our boys backed vehicle, dropped down, started working. Then they started stoning them. As a result, they broke our side mirror, and the amber light, they broke it, started vandalizing the vehicle. Then the driver jumped into it and the frog was broke. Two of my staff had to enter commercial vehicle and come back to the office. So that's what I'm saying. It was policemen and the Air Force people that are here that why are they just coming? They told them that they just call us, and we immediately told them we didn't waste time. So our boys backed vehicle, dropped down, started working. Then they started stoning them. As a result, they broke our side mirror, and the amber light, they broke it, started vandalizing the vehicle. Then the driver jumped into it and the frog was broke. Two of my staff had to enter commercial vehicle and come back to the office. So that's what I'm saying. It was policemen and the Air Force people that are here that even took into their barracks to their outside there. They took in their own vehicle to drive outside before he was able to get the vehicle that I'm back to the station.
What kind of insanity is this really? I mean, are we a plagued, are we a cursed people? I mean, why are you beating up, or why are you trying to engage in mob action against officials of the fire service? We all know that the fire service is possibly one of the most underfunded agencies in the country. I mean, what are they going to do? They can only work with what they have. They should up eventually, and now you're vandalizing their equipment. Now, if you destroy that fire truck, and you beat up the fire service officials, if there's a fire in your neighborhood tomorrow, what truck are they going to come with to fight the fire? If your house or your building or your property or your business space is on fire tomorrow, what truck are they going to use to come fight the fire? It's just insane, because the fire service right now, however functional or non-functional the fire service is a result of the non-functionalness of the people that you elect into office. Now, elections are going to come. You're going to say it's not your business. It's not your concern. It's not your concern. Let them do anything they want to do. They have determined who will win the election already. And then you are surprised and you are shocked that the fire service is not functional tomorrow. It's insane. Really, because you fail to realize that your non-functionality as far as determining or at least making an effort to determine who becomes your leader is directly related to whether or not to get emergencies in the future. There is a direct correlation. There is a direct relationship. So you don't care. It doesn't concern you when elections come around, but you are concerned with whether or not fire service shows up early enough to tackle the fire. And even when they show up, you destroy the equipment. It's unbelievable indeed. So do not beat up fire service officials. Do not destroy their property. Do not destroy fire trucks. Maybe they could be better. They obviously could be better. But then again, play your role as well. At least they're there. They showed up. Help them do their job. And if you feel they're not doing it, they can do better. Question your government. Demand accountability of your government at the non-existent local level, at the state level, and the federal level. Demand accountability. And when elections come, let it concern you, or concern you, more precisely, or better off. Be concerned about it, because the people you have in government will determine whether or not you have a functional fire service. There is a direct relationship between the two. Do I have any other side comments at the moment? I'm not sure that I do. I think I have to wrap up this segment. To wrap up this segment right now, I think that may be it for the moment. Okay, I'll put a side comment on that note. I have a commercial break right now, after which I'll return. Yes, I will. Will I? I will return. I do have... Alright, so some persons were helping me with words earlier on. Wanton looting. Thank you very much. When I was talking about the NDDC, I was struggling for words back then. I should have asked you. I'm sure there are lots of brilliant persons out there who could have helped me with the right expressions. Yes, wanton looting. Wanton. Olajide goes, let me help you. The constituted NGDC board with fainting during the probe. Yeah, you know. Wanton looting. Anyways. Commercial break now. When I return, a rant comes up, something in my mind. Just stay with us. We'll be right back in a bit.
Information is a two-way thing. Nigeria Info, it's your turn. Let's talk.
And now, Hard Facts. Hard Facts with Dio.
Welcome back. Still Hard Facts to Nigeria Info and here in Port Harcourt. I'm Dio. I'd like to run for just a bit. We've got 25 to go before 4 p.m. There is something in my mind. I've expressed some thought in it, and I'd like to get your take on mine, if you don't mind, till 4 p.m. or thereabouts. Now, imagine this, just for a moment, work with me here. Imagine this. Imagine that an agency of government or government were speaking on a matter of armed robbery. Imagine that we had a case of armed robbery or increasing cases of armed robbery, and the response of government or agencies of government is that these people, the reason why we are having increased robbery, armed robbery, is people are buying cars, or for those who have their cars snatched. How can they be buying cars? That's the problem. The problem is that when these young people, when these people who they might even be there minding their business, just minding their business, just managing themselves, they now see you with new car. You see, that's the problem we're experiencing. People buying cars. That's why we're experiencing an increase in car snatching. Imagine that for a moment. Imagine what your response would be to that. Now also imagine that we're having cases of increased armed robbery. Armed robbers, invading people's homes at night. And imagine a government official or some agency spokesperson responding this way to that and saying, that's the problem, that's what we are saying. That's what we are saying. And people are going to the supermarket to go and buy expensive things. They are buying flat screen smart TVs. How can a person be buying 50-inch, 75-inch television? What are you doing it for? And these people, when you buy it, they are carrying it for you, your car, and you put it in the car and the taxi. They'll carry it to your house. Then they will know where you are living with a 75-inch smart TV. What do you want them to do? What do you want them to do? You will go to supermarket. You will come out. They will be able to push five baskets. Only you, 5 trolley. And you see people looking at you. What do you want them to do? Maybe some of them who are pushing the 5 trolley to your car have not eaten that day. These are the things that are increasing armed robbery in society. Just imagine that. Or imagine someone say, is it important that I'm wearing fine clothes? Can people be looking fresh? Looking fresh, and people around you are not looking fresh. They're not eating. They don't even have clothes to wear. You are wearing designer clothes all up and down. That's why we're having this. Well, imagine the rep of some government agency responding to cases of kidnapping. That's the problem we're having. When people are looking nice, why should people be looking? See, Nigerians are the problem of this country. People will be looking nice, wearing nice clothes, wearing nice car, going for parties, and we have told people to stop doing and That's the problem. Because these people, they are looking at you. You are doing and The other day, I saw them on the street. That one person was eating 3 meats on party jollof rice. You know what it takes to make party jollof rice? How sweet those things can be. You now put 3 meat on it. And there are people passing by. How won't they kidnap you? How won't they kidnap you? Just imagine that kind of response. Or that kind of... And I think that if you're a rational thinking person, like I try to be sometimes, at least sometimes, I think you're thinking that would be a ridiculous response, a ludicrous response from any human being, let alone a government representative or an agency of government on the matters of these crimes. However, we do get similar responses from time to time. We do actually. We do get them. Now, the Nigerian security, this was on our news earlier. The Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps (NSCDC) in Rivers State has called on residents to report all those using their homes as illegal dumps in the state. NSCDC spokesman in the state, Michael Oguntuashe, told our correspondent that it will help curb fire incidents in the state. Let's hear what Michael Oguntuashe of the NSCDC had to say on the subject matter of increased fire incidents in Rivers State, in Port Harcourt especially, largely connected to the activities of illegal oil bunkers.
Please, all residents should be alert. If they are using residential areas where you are living as illegal dumps where they keep some of these products, please report to us. We have a way of arresting the situation. You that reported to us, we have no problem. But it's unfortunate that some people refuse to even alert us. Like this one that happened around the line where they are using the residential area as illegal dumps where they are storing these particular products. If they alerted us earlier than now, we will arrest the police and get those who are involved in this arrested, and we will have prevented this particular kind of disaster.
Yes. Yes, if people who are having houses that are telling us also, on this, SPA Money said the Commissioner of Police in the state has set up a task force to monitor illegal oil refining businesses in the state. He also urged the public to report operations of illegal refiners in the state. That's what the police spokesperson also said on the subject matter. Here we go.
Police, if our men are compromised, let us know. We will deal with them accordingly. We'll be dealing with them, so we cannot stop. That matter was not reported to any police station. You were there. I called the DPO. He said no such case was reported. So we cannot investigate what was not reported. We were there when I put a call across to the DPO, and he denied knowledge of it. So if you see any police officer, getting involved in these acts of criminality, please do let us know. This is even worse than stealing. This is economic sabotage and even can lead to death.
Exactly. You see, we don't know these things because nobody has told us. How can we know? How do people want us to know? We will not know. But of course, that is not a strange narrative in Nigeria, because more often than not, the people whose job it is to know something, either they are elected to know it or they are being paid to know it, never quite know. Ironically, everybody else knows these things except the set of people, the one exact, particular, specific people whose only job, by the way, it is to know these things. Quite remarkable indeed. Now, we've heard about the activities of these illegal bunkers and coal fire in different parts of River State and different parts of Nigeria as well. But let's stick with River State for the purpose of this rant. We hear more often than not they find that they set up their structures or their plants or the refineries and their depots in remote areas, in rural areas, in the hinterlands, in bushes, in forests, in villages and the rest of it. But now they have gravitated towards even the city. They now have depots in the city. We heard they now even have this installation set up right in the heart of town. We had the unfortunate incident at Rumokoro over the weekend. Eyewitnesses say that they had tanks there, even underground tanks there. By the way, very important to note this, as I mentioned yesterday, we have a police station at Rumokoro, very not far from where the incident happened. We have the Obiakpo Local Government Council quite close as well, Rumokoro, to where this incident happened. We have an army base at Rumokoro as well, not far from where this incident happened. I'm sure the DSS have a presence at Rumokoro as well, where this incident happened, yet none of these agents or agencies or institutions of government had any idea that illegal oil bunkers had set up a thriving industry right there at Rumokoro. They all had absolutely no idea, and everybody has been waxing lyrical right now. We must shut down, we must destroy, we must confiscate the building, the public must notify us, they have to let us know. We don't know. The people who are harboring them are the problem. Nigerians are the problem. Let them just stop harboring them. Provide information. No policeman can do that. No army man can do that. It's not possible. Only demons of hellfire engage in things like that. And we don't have demons in our rank and file. That's outrageous. How can a policeman do something like that? That's not us. They are not our men. It's not from us. And everybody's saying all kinds of things these days. And it's simply, absolutely ludicrous. That's what it is. How can you not know, for crying out loud? Why should you not know the one thing that you are supposed to know? So, you know what? For the purpose of today's rant, since the police don't know, and the NSCDC don't know, Obiakpo does not know, the River State government cannot know, nobody knows, for those who are supposed to know, how about we help them? Let's help all these people. Let's help the River State government. Let's help Obiakpo. Let's help the police. Let's help NSCDC. Let's help the DSS and the army. Let's help them with intelligence right now. If you know somewhere, whether in the heart of town or even in remote areas, where these activities are going on, do call in right now and provide this information, this intelligence. Or you simply like to respond to my rant at this time. Let's hear it. And that's my rant today. Hope you were not bored. The lines are open. Call 0817 93 0002 or 0003 or 0007. We're live on facebook.com/Nigeria for PH. WhatsApp is on 0809 0306416. You're welcome to join the conversation. Shagun Maiwa via Facebook. Thank you very much for your comment. Let's see. Via Facebook, Alex goes, one thing I have observed is that if there are 300 SUVs, Sequoia, Sienna, Cherokee Jeeps, etc., applying the East-West Road, 210 or more per conveyors, and they all aided and abated by those officers and men on police checkpoints. Check out the Huda axis and the adjoining communities thereabouts. Still via Facebook, Abdul Ghani Dimo goes, hello Dan, for me, if the statement is coming from them, it shows that they have failed woefully in their primary assignment of protection of national assets. And to the phone line now, hello, hard to welcome.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Alright, go ahead.
Hello, Dayo, good afternoon.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, my name is Old.
Go ahead. Could you speak directly into the microphone of the phone, please?
They should go to Rumoparale. Hello. Can you hear me?
Go ahead, please.
I said they should go to Rumoparale. This community called Rumoparale. If you are coming from Choba, you can take through Choba at the back of Choba. If you're coming from Rumola, well, once you get to Uzoba, there is a road. You go inside. It's called Rumoparale. Tayo, go and see what is happening there. The whole community is finished. I left there 2 days ago. Tayo is like each of the compound or family in the house in that community, they are into concrete. You come outside on the road, tiled road, you see dirty, you see oil everywhere. Please, the police should go there. Something is happening there. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that intelligence. Hello, you're welcome. Go ahead. Of course, yeah, I expect that the authorities should confirm these reports, confirm this intelligence. That's what they do anyway. I believe they know how to go about that. Hello, hard fact, you're welcome.
Yes. Good afternoon.
All right, go ahead.
Thank you. It's a pity that we are paying those who don't know what they are supposed to know. And Dayo, this thing is increasingly, becoming a very big challenge to us, especially in River State. This bunkering issue, we have said it down with that number, that this thing is being aided by the those who are expected to enforce the law, the police and the army. Dayo, let me just tell you, by the airport junction, that roundabout, airport junction roundabout there, just go there and stand. In the next 10-20 minutes, you will see trailers guided by the Nigerian military, taking from Port Harcourt to Owerri. This thing happened on a daily basis. And yet somebody is telling us they don't know. Go to Ahoda, before Ahoda, you will see them. They will stand to collect money from all the bad people that usually carry these things. They know all these things.
Hello? Oh my, alright, great to hear from you though. Let's see, so via WhatsApp, good afternoon, welcome back. The Nigerian police are acting drama. Are they not the ones collecting money from the illegal bunkerers? All they line up on the road to do is collect money from them. That's from Soki. Tell them how to practice, welcome.
Yeah, hello, good evening.
Alright, go ahead.
My name is Thomas. I'm calling from Ogoloma.
Go ahead.
Let me tell you, he's always blaming people, but the situation is very funny. Just from 1 or 2 days ago, the chief of staff was in River State, and the governor was saying that it was the military people that are doing this concrete and so on and so forth. So why would they come to tell us again that they don't know that they need information? The police and the police is telling us to give get information to know why how concrete matter is taking place in River State. Something is really wrong with these politicians and people that are holding posts in this country. I tell you, they don't know what they're doing.
All right, good to hear from you as well. And let's go back to WhatsApp, I think. All right, WhatsApp. This is my intelligence report on that Choba bridge. Someone called China. I'm seeing a picture here. It's under a bridge, obviously. It's got several Are these bags or drums? They look like bags, like very long black polythene bags, like those garbage bags, and they're filled with some liquid substance. I believe the sender of this image supposes that they are illegally refined product. I can see some jerry cans and drums here as well. Under the Choba Bridge, it says. Hello, House Practice, welcome.
Hello, Dayo.
Hi, go ahead.
Good evening.
You're welcome, go on.
Dayo, look at this Okochirige.
Turn the volume of your radio set down, please.
Look at Okochirige.
Yeah, go on.
The long refinery. This morning, I was standing there. Army. Then they scored those boys. I mean, if you see some of them, if you see the bike they are using to carry this thing, Dayo, I doubt if this thing can stop. Because it is the police and the army, they are the people that are even doing this thing. They enjoy doing it. I don't think this thing will stop. I just suggest, honestly.
All right, intelligence reports coming in now. Hello, you're welcome.
Hello, is that your good evening?
Yeah, hi, go ahead.
This is 92.3, I think.
Absolutely.
This is a cuckoo from Apokete. Dayo, for this thing you are talking about illegal bunkering, most of them are denying. See, as I'm speaking to you, I have time now by 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. Come at Choco to Junction. You will see that as whether here is a war area. See police, see civil defense, all of them full. They were able to collect money. All one they were around they are talking, say it's not police. The one that happened at Chogoto, it was a policeman who was doing illegal bunkering that is destroyed millions of naira properties here. Which they know the policeman, but they say they don't know. How can somebody live in a community complete 2 years? People behind him don't even know him. Are you getting me? So all of them are here. Even if the government of this state are involved. That's why the statement he made this month, I was monitoring him what he did. It was so good. He's involved. That's why he said federal government. Please teach him to stop it. When Amechi was in government, Amechi stopped it. He's saying with him, the boy your motor, boy your car, with your bunkering. All of them get away from the bunkering. This one, they are like police is involved seriously. I'm telling you, the people doing the problem more than any other person. Thank you.
You're very welcome as well. Via WhatsApp, I heard the spokesperson of the River State Police Command saying they don't investigate what is not reported to them, but investigate good-looking young men with laptops and men driving good cars in River State. This is indeed incompetent at its peak. Moses Oladoni from Port Harcourt said that. Then I go to Romo Kwarali close to Choba. It's happening there now. Hello, Dial. The same security agencies that are at the top of the old theft are the ones asking citizens to give them information about old bunkering activities. These security agencies are not interested in stopping these illegal activities. Go to East-West Road between Ahoda and Imbiama and see what's happening in the open. The old thieves carry these products in the open with wheelbarrows and bikes packed in bags. They are there now as we speak in front of these security agencies. That's from Victor. Same thing going on every day at Yamzu, Jubilee, Victoria, Bende, Niger Street axis. Dyer, come over to this place, see what's happening there. This is a very serious issue. Come over there and you cannot drive through the roads. The police, army, civil defense are involved in collection of money from these bunkerers. Dyer, this afternoon I saw the policemen with my eyes with the operation Sting Hillocks collecting money from 4-5 vendors in Ruma Olu. That's Felix from Port Harcourt. Let's see. Good afternoon. In Iba community, it's now a business of the day. In fact, the whole community in MOI LGA are involved in illegal bunkering. Uchena from Port Harcourt saying that. Then I should go to Rumekwe in MOI LGA. Almost everyone in that community is involved. There have been fire incidents in that community. The smoke that comes out of that community affects the nearby communities like Indili, Italy, etc. Yes. Intelligence reports is still coming in. I hope the police and other agencies are noting this intelligence report. Hello, hard factor, welcome.
Hello.
Hello, go ahead.
Yes, this is intelligence reports.
Yeah, you're welcome. Go on.
Bio, if you climb to the top of the podium block or the point block at the state secretariat, you will view the adjoining street of Port Harcourt. Take a look at that, all those areas. You will see the cooking points. They are all there. They are seeing it. It's very close to the State Government House. If you climb that building, then go to Lemme Water Site. In short, as a matter of fact, all the water sites in Port Harcourt, they are involved. So we only now after this intelligence, we now go and pray to God to come and stop it, as we be urged by His Excellency. Thank you.
You're welcome also. Via Facebook, Ohiambe Steve over here goes, every junction is a collection point from this illegal business in Port Harcourt. Stephen Eita goes, I just come and sit down at the Berikuri junction. In 2 hours, you will see a Mack truck, just like a container, fully loaded with slow fire. The demo pull cut them at the junction. They just made a call and all his history. Matt's favor goes, how will they know when they are being driven in tinted cars? Only come out when they want to make speeches. It is well. These guys are jokers. This is a case of somebody telling you to help him watch his television. They know when they see them, they are friends. That's from KO. And it's remarkable indeed. It's beyond borderline obnoxious. To suggest that nobody knows. The problem is that people who are giving them houses, they are not reporting what they are doing in the houses. I mean, there's something. Your security, for crying out loud. There's something called intelligence gathering. And by the way, everybody else, and this is my biggest problem here, everybody else seems to know where these things are going on, except the one people who should know: the police, the NSCDC, the army, the politicians, excellencies and honorables. They don't know. Everybody's going to be waxing lyrical right now, releasing statements. And then when the disasters occur, like they will occur, people are going to go there and start waving their hands all over the place, ensuring that TV cameras and crew are there, radio reporters are there as well, journalists from print media are there, waving their hands frantically everywhere and pointing vigorously and shouting and saying, "How can we live like this? We cannot continue to live like this. No, this is wrong." I am convening an emergency meeting right now as we speak. As we speak right now, an emergency. In fact, they are waiting for me. They are waiting for me. It's because I have to speak with you people and I have to be here. The emergency meeting is waiting for me as we are going to get to the root of this problem. We are going to get to the root of. In fact, as a matter of fact, it's ridiculous, really. But once again, I hope that the authorities have got the intelligence reports that they have been looking for, that they never seem to find. I hope they've got it right now and they're going to act on it. We've got business news coming up shortly. After that, discussions continue. How prepared is Rivers State to manage emergencies? We'll be looking at that when I return from the break. And my guest is going to be Abel Jeremiah, Chairman, Society of Professional Disaster Risk Managers of Nigeria, Rivers State Chapter. Please stay with us.